What's up, YouTube? I'm May,
Philip,
and this is going to be our first video. We decided to do a rant over, well, the PlayStation 4 and the problems we see it having.
we'll go over some pros too, but majority of this is going to be over what really irks us and pisses us off about what's going on with PlayStation and how it's annoying, basically.
Alright, so the first thing I think we're going to talk about is the canceled PT demo. Well, canceled Silent Hills and how the PT demo was pulled from the network.
I think it was ridiculous to fire Hideo Kojima.
Well, they're in processing of.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, you're getting rid of a huge title that's going to come about. Well, it should have came about and would have been an amazing game. Obviously, as we saw in PT, the shock value was already good. I mean,
they literally scared you with nothing more than the atmosphere of that little hallway.
Yeah, and then it was just the entire you had to go through everything over and over and over again. There was,
and just the puzzles, they weren't just obvious. They weren't just here.
It wasn't simplistic. It was
complex. You have to figure this out on your own.
Yeah. So
I mean, mind you, now those things are going for thousands of dollars online.
Yeah.
Second thing I want to talk about is, I guess we'll go into the pre-orders for games, not just on the PlayStation 4, but as a whole. I hate the way it's gone. Pre-ordering now gives you the special skin for your character that you can get for $5.99 later on, but instead of actually giving this to you and allowing you to unlock it, you can just buy it, even though it's already on the system.
I think it's also scary. You go into the whole pre-order a game. I mean, it could only be $5 to pre-order, but still, you don't know if that game's gonna be any good. I mean, think of the Order 1886. That thing was hyped so much, and then that ended up being just a total flop. In my mind, that was terrible. Quick time event after quick time event, you had entire chapters that were just a video instead of you actually playing.
If it was going to be a playable novel, it should have at least stated that and not tried to be more than that.
Well, in the interview, they talked about there might be a single instance when you can do one thing, but I mean it's one button. And obviously you're gonna have your controller in your hand because you're playing a game, but I'd rather play a game than actually watch a cinematic. So,
and it also, the ending was, it left it open for a sequel that it didn't deserve. But that's another story for another time. One thing I think some companies are doing right with DLC are figurines, extra just
Arkham Knight.
Yeah, Arkham.
You got a figurine, you got a statue that came along with it.
No, it's Arkham City because Arkham Knight's coming out for PlayStation 4.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You get that?
Yeah, you got a figurine with it. The Borderlands series, when they came out, they had the Claptrap in a box, which only sold online. It kind of sucks because it only happened for an hour. Literally, Jeez. It was just an hour online. And it's a cool little robot you get to control with your phone. I mean, that's cool. That seems like something that I would pre-order. That would be the thing. It's a physical,
especially from a series that's proven time and time again that it's going to deliver what you're asking for.
Yeah.
Pre-order bonuses such as that's fine because it's bringing in, hey, we know you enjoy this series. We want to gauge how much we're going to sell from this, so we're going to give this a little bit extra.
Yeah. Well, even series that have proven themselves time and time again, they sometimes fall off.
Yeah.
In Resident Evil,
God.
that went into a little shithole, and then
it's not good.
Hopefully they get out of that. I don't know.
I doubt it. It's Capcom.
Oh,
that's not going to happen.
Capcom just needs to Mega Man. I don't know.
They need to get it together. Another thing, AAA titles. In the picture shown here. Mm-hmm. You can see there's a missing texture. That's not a window for you fanboys. That's a missing texture. The texture is gone. There's nothing there. It doesn't exist. That is Bloodborne, and I don't know how you are going to forget a texture in a game. You just for a game that's supposed to be that big, in the lag and the visual tearing in certain parts because of how bad it is, and the hair. Seriously, look at the character's hair. It looks like early PlayStation 3, maybe late PlayStation 2. It's garbage. For the people who love that game, I don't understand how you enjoy it. The combat is difficult, I'll give you that.
It should have just been called Dark Souls 3 Bloodborne.
Yeah.
That should have just been what it was called. I mean, call a spade, that's what it is.
The only
thing you took out of it was blocking. Now you just have to dodge.
You gave him a shot, you gave him a gun.
Yeah, I mean, you got a gun too, but still. So, I'm going to ruin an ending for this guy because he doesn't know anything about it. But apparently the good ending in Bloodborne is you turn into a squid.
What?
Yeah. It's intense.
Oh, spoilers.
Spoilers. We'll throw that in the beginning. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check out a video of that. I don't understand it myself. I had a problem with Bloodborne after I saw playthrough of it. It's a difficult game, yeah. That's awesome. I mean, it's fun having a challenge, but I don't think it deserved the hype that it got. I don't think it was a $60 game.
No, let's once again, let's go not just a Bloodborne, but all the big AAA titles of the system. Destiny. That was a huge letdown. Storyline was garbage.
You expect way more from Bungie, but
you expected a lot more. The Order 1886, not good.
No.
Which, I mean, that's more than just our opinion. That's a general consensus. Bloodborne, I know we're going to get a lot of flack for hating on it, but that's garbage. If you were missing an entire... if you've played the game and you've looked through stuff, you know what I'm talking about. If you've paid attention to detail. It's really disappointing. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, is that the one it is? Yeah.
No,
that's the next one. Ground Zero. Ground Zero. Ground Zero was not...
It was just a demo, basically.
I paid $30 to $40 for a demo, and the game, it felt nothing like a Metal Gear Solid title at all. There was no... that feeling you get when you pick up the game.
Yeah. Good games that have come out, AAA titles. Far Cry 4. Amazing game. Awesome graphics. Love the play style. It was fun. It took the success from Far Cry 3, enhanced on it. I mean, overall awesome game. Loved it. Infamous Second Sons.
Really good, but caveat on that, way too short.
Way too short. Love for them to do something else. That extra content that came out, First Light.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but it still didn't add a lot. It added Fetch's background, but it didn't really give you much.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted that.
Yeah.
Shadows of Mordor. Amazing. I loved it.
Solid game. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I thought it was a solid title.
Not a big fan.
I've ended up almost maxing out a character myself. Kinda gave up.
Yeah, I love Dragon Ball, and the whole universe, but that game just fell through for me. I don't know.
Wolfenstein, actually rather enjoyable.
Good game. Very good game.
I like the subtle hint it had when you slept in that upstairs cot. If you didn't know, if you fall asleep on the upstairs bed that has the little 16-bit posters, you have a nightmare where you're back in the original Wolfenstein. So
that's pretty legit.
It was kind of fun. Yeah.
Indie games are by far the best thing for the new gen, which is ridiculous. I mean, because they're not pushing graphics, obviously, but the fun, it's just fun. You're bringing back this old style of games that instead of being this intense grinding procedure, you're actually just having fun. And yeah, it's difficult, but that's part of it. I mean, bringing back this whole 16-bit, 8-bit culture, but love it. Shovel Knight, throwing that out there. Looking forward to that for forever. Finally got it. Love it, obviously. But
one game I liked that apparently did very well and is getting in. Their company's doing very well. Contrast, loved it.
Yeah.
Great platformer. I'm excited for the new game. The trailer I saw of the We Happy Few. We'll have a link We'll have a link in the description below for that. It looks interesting. It's kind of a different concept. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's gonna, if they do it right, yeah, it's gonna be really good.
There's some games I'm excited about. There's going to be a new Outlast.
Really?
They've announced, Red Barrel has announced they're going to be working on Outlast 2. So I'm rather excited for that.
I wonder where that's going. Hopefully they don't fall into the hype and screw it up like everyone else does.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw this out here too. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which is Deus Ex Machina in a nutshell as a first-person shooter. They just took the the RPG factor out of it, and hopefully don't take the storyline out of it. I don't know.
There's a good chance. Like, look at the... I really can't say look at the way shooters have become now, because there's some shooters, once again, like Wolfenstein, that are doing really well.
And Far Cry.
And Far Cry. But then you have Call of Duty, which just pumps out the same thing over and over again.
I enjoyed Advanced Warfare, but I could see... I mean, obviously, FPSs are oversaturated. But, I mean... For each generation, it's like that.
Well, yeah.
Like the NES was just like platformers, and
yeah, Sega Genesis, all that stuff was just, that was the platformer era. Now it's just the shooters era. And heck, back in like 2006, 7 was the Guitar Hero era.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there's a new Rock Band coming out too. I just remember that. Oh god. Oh, we'll probably end up making a video about that too.
Yeah, of course.
Check us out for later for that. Put on wigs and everything.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
we have some fun with that. So, is there any other game that you just think that deserves more than what it's got?
Honestly, no. Like, I'm really disappointed with this next gen shit.
I
mean, I don't own it. We don't own Xbox Ones, obviously, but like, even with that, they have the Halo collection, which has a terrible online.
Yeah, they've even had it to the point where the online was so broken they had to cancel like a major Halo event. Like they had to cancel that because it was so broken.
So I'm looking forward to hopefully the second year, third year maybe of next gen games.
I'm looking forward to No Man's Sky.
Okay, I'm skeptical on that, but
I'm hopeful.
It just seems like they're going to try to do too much, but we'll see. Hopefully Until Dawn is good, even though it was supposed to be a PS, I game?
It was, the PlayStation I originally.
So hopefully that's good. I mean, it's got an interesting concept.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, no.
That's supposed to be big.
Yep, gonna play that.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be
That's gonna take up a good portion of my life for like a year.
I don't even think it's gonna last a year.
Well, I mean, like 100%. Like getting all the items.
Getting everything. That's gonna be one of our buddies.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, we'll see. I can't. Actually, you know what? I hope they do make a second Shadows of Mordor. I hope they continue that storyline.
Doubtful, but
yeah, doubtful. But it the way it left off, I really would hope they would come out with something, because it was a solid game. It was amazing, but there's only so much you can hope for what's going on right now. It feels limited to your options on the next gen with your game selection, but maybe someday, soon, we'll be like constricted to certain things.
Yeah.
I mean, Final Fantasy 15
was a solid game.
Oh, yeah,
well, the solid demo. I've got the demo as well. Yeah. It's very good. I enjoyed it.
It looks interesting. Hopefully, it doesn't suck.
Hopefully.
But I've come to figure out that most Final Fantasy games just throw a huge lit.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
Older, like
PlayStation
1 back. There's a good.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe we'll enter into like a new era of awesomeness and everything will suck.
But as of now, I'm not really impressed. So
everything fucking sucks.
That's our video.
Yeah.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and have a good day, guys.
Yeah, take it easy.